My name is Eduardo Angulo. I'm the Chairman and Executive Director of the Salem-Keizer Coalition for Equality. The Salem-Keizer Coalition for Equality is a coalition of Latino organizations that serve the Latino community in Oregon. We got PECUN, the Farm Workers Union of Oregon. We got CAUSA, the Pro-Immigrant Rights Coalition of Oregon. We got Mano a Mano Family Center that serves the Latino community in the Willamette Valley. We got Latinos Unidos Siempre, our youth organization. We got our parent organizing project made out of parents from throughout Oregon. And we have a partnership with over 25 communities organizations of color that represent the Native Americans, represent the African Americans, all the NAACPs in Oregon, and APANO and its community organizations of their coalition.
And what was at stake today for the respective communities?
What's at stake here is what Cesar Chavez always told us. You know, a proud community can never be defeated. It is about you cannot humiliate a person that has learned to read and write and have been educated. You know, and that's why we were standing up for our next generation, for our current generation, and for the parents, and for the leaders that we stand on. You know, we are on the shoulders of giants. You know, Cesar Chavez, Martin Luther King, you know, Nelson Mandela, you know, are leaders that represent the pride of the communities of color throughout the world, and we are representing their spirit. It lives in us here in Salem-Keizer and in the Willamette Valley and in Oregon. For the past 13 years, we have taken ownership of the problem. We have shared with the school district. We have said, we're going to help you. We know you don't know everything that there is to be known in order to help our kids. We understand our kids, we understand our families, so we are going to create a parent curriculum that will help you reach out to our parents. And we are going to have parents trained to help other parents. We're going to develop youth programs that bring out the best in our kids so they can serve as those role models to all those kids that are farthest behind, that there is always hope, that there are youth that look like them, girls and boys that look like them, that are making progress and are from their own neighborhood. They don't come from any other place but next block, 2 blocks away from their house. So we know that it is possible, and that's why we're standing up for our kids, standing up for our families, and saying we can change the predicament, the self-fulfilling prophecy that Latinos cannot learn, that students of color cannot learn. That is not true. We need support, we need the best teachers, we need the best programs, we need the best support. And of course, accountability and transparency for everyone. It is not just for the teachers, it's not just for the superintendent, it's not just for the board members, it's for our own. And I think that that's what we've been doing for 13 years, making all our parents accountable, all our youth accountable by providing opportunities for them to take advantage of those opportunities. So we stop the blame game. Collective action. Collective action. That's what Cesar Chavez taught us. That's what Martin Luther King taught us. That's what Nelson Mandela taught us. That was Gandhi told us, you know, and that's what we are doing. You know, we are taking the high moral and ethical ground and saying to our public officials, our elected public officials, and our higher administrators and teachers, that it is unacceptable to pretend that because something is legal, it is ethical. It's 2 complete different things. That because something is legal, is moral, is morally right. That is a lie. And that's what we're trying to defeat, that lie, and say to our public officials, you can be transparent by stopping this practice. You know, That's how we defeated all the discrimination that our communities of color had endured for so many hundreds of years. That's how we got to the civil rights legislature of 1965, because people stood up. So we are standing on the shoulders of heroes, on the shoulders of giants. All the marches in the civil rights era, all the walks through the fields that Cesar Chavez endured. He lost his life on a hunger strike. Yeah, so we can have the opportunities that we deserve. We are saying the status quo doesn't work for our communities of color. 50% of this school district is Latino, Black, Pacific Islanders, Micronesians, some Africans, Native Americans, and we are not represented in the success. We are not represented as valedictorians. We are not represented as the ones that go to the higher achieving schools. We all gotta end up at Chemekera. Guess what? Doing our high school. That's what our kids are doing at Chemekera. Truly doing their high school. We're gonna be coming back to this school board again and again and again and again. We are not going anywhere. This is the best place to live because we live here. We're very proud of being Salemites. We're very proud of having our kids being born here and being raised here and going to school here. And you can see it. There's 30% unemployment for Latino families, and they're still here because they believe that there's a support system from the community organizations that they don't find anywhere else. Now we need that support in the way of the monies that rightfully comes to them to support their education, gets into the classroom, into their classroom, not the classroom of some kids in West Salem or South Salem. It is unacceptable that when it takes, a month for our little schools to fundraise $500, there are schools in West Salem and in South Salem that fundraise in one night $30,000, $35,000, $40,000 for activities. And we are still funneling money going their way, that it should be going to our children. It's unacceptable, it's immoral. Those are the most needed children. That's why that formula was created, for the most needed children. It didn't say, it's to the discretion to send some of it, wherever you like, or wherever the political pressures force you to send them to. It's unacceptable.